And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Chandler on the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Chandler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, check that, street.
Here's Chandler. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Packers bring pressure, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They run it with Chandler. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a first down carry by Jones. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On 1st down, Chandler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 120 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ty Chandler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll try the left side. Chandler. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 145 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Chandler. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
On the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Rolling to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken in at the 22. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go street. Hey, go.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Davis. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Chandler, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
155 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, and some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Chandler,
45 yards.
and the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Throwing is Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And again, it's Rodgers. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. second down now. It's Chandler.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler.
217 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On second down, it's Chandler.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Jalen Reagor, 29 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle to Smith.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Packers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have a Packers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Up the middle they go. Chandler.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Rodgers. Throwing. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Ty Chandler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Vikings, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign.